In today's Madden 25 video, I'm going to break down the top 3 updated best playbooks in all of the game. Now, Madden 25 has had a lot of changes, a lot of patches. The best playbooks now are different than the best playbooks even a month or a few weeks ago. And I'm going to show you some of the best plays and formations in each playbook you're going to want to run to win more games. So let's just get straight into it at number 3. Number 3 was not even probably in my radar at the beginning of the year, right? It's the Patriots. Now, I feel like the Patriots was a pretty solid playbook earlier in the year, but as the year's gone on, I've really realized and liked this gun, Y-off, trips, pats, formations. Now, in general, I like trips formations this year. The Patriots does have a few that are pretty good. If you look here, they have the trips, tight end, flex, but they don't have necessarily the best plays like some other playbooks. This is probably the best formation in the game overall. You're going to see a lot of this later in the video as I get into some other playbooks, but they do have a pretty solid trips tight end. The China Y post is a really, really good play, as well as curl, flat, verticals, and a few others. The Pats float is pretty good. But yes, in this playbook, the money maker is the gun, Y-off, trips, pats, and I want to show you guys a few of the better plays in this playbook. Now, in my opinion, my favorite play in this playbook is probably the Y option wheel. This play literally will beat pretty much any defense in the game. It is a absolute just nightmare. A nightmare to defend. So, when you're running this formation, the trips, pats, you always want to have the trips on the wide side of the field. This is just going to give you more room to work with. So like on this play right here, line up on the left hash, we are obviously going to want the trips on the right to give ourselves some more room to work with. Now guys, if you're new to the channel, I do daily Madden 25 videos, I do gameplays and tips, and I also do college football 25 videos on the channel as well. So if you enjoy high-level gaming content for Madden 25 or college football 25, you want to win more games, you want to get better at the game, you want to just watch high-level gameplay, hey, subscribe to the channel, drop me a like, comment on the video. All the support helps me a lot as a content creator. Continue to do these free videos for you guys. So, with this play right here, you literally can come to the line and go. It's a quick snap play. Only really 1 or 2 hot routes are necessary. So, something I like to do a lot on this play is go ahead and put the tight end on the corner route and flat the one receiver that's by himself. Now, the reason why I put that one receiver on a flat is the running back is on a wheel route. Wheel routes to the running back right now are super good routes, especially ones like this, because they pretty much make playing zone damn near impossible. So why is this play so good? Well, I'm going to give you guys the 2 basic reads on this play, which first of all is going to be the running back flat, as you guys can see there. Makes playing zone pretty much impossible, because when you have the flat, it basically, the flat route to the receiver, I should say, it clears out a flat zone, letting the running back just get in between that little soft area, but yet underneath the deep zone. You really can't defend that. You would really have to user that. But that is kind of something that you can't really do, because if you're going to draw your attention to the running back as a user, well, on the other side of the field, I have a flat corner streak. And the corner to the tight end, as you guys can see, it's a very quick corner. Granted, I got screamed at right there. I couldn't get the ball off. But if we do this again, you will see that that is going to be wide open. That's going to be a wide open read to the corner route against really any sort of zone. It's very easy. And this is a formation that you can't really stick switch, which is one of my favorite things about it, because it's spread out, right? A lot of these more condensed formations are easier to stick switch, but you can't really do that here, because if you were to try to do that, you're going to give up a touchdown to the streak. It's very, wide. So you can't really do that. Also, tight end corner routes are a lot quicker. They break quicker. They don't go as far downfield as a receiver corner route. Any quarterback this year can hot route a tight end corner route, and that's just going to make it a lot harder to stick switch. Because again, even if you try to, you're going to give up a touchdown, but you probably can't even get to the tight end to stick switch it because it's a lot quicker breaking. It's just really, really difficult. At the same time, you really can't play man either. Like a lot of people might think, oh, well, I could just play man, but no. The tight end corner route is actually one of the best man beaters, honestly, in the whole game. It just, it's an easy route to throw and catch. I don't even have good players. I'm using the Patriots, one of the worst teams in the game. I'm able to throw and catch that easily, man. Very easy. Imagine if you're in MUT. I can promise you guys it's going to be a lot better. A lot better. But yeah, this formation has a lot more to it. Not just that, but the play tight end whip. Really, really good. This is one of my favorite blitz beaters, man beaters, just any sort of blitz, man, whatever. You don't even really have to do much. Really, all I do is block the running back and flat the slot receiver. If you're looking to become a better Madden 25 player and win more games, check out sportsgamers.com. This is where I post all my premium content. You get all my offensive and defensive schemes, ebooks, weekly tips, blitzes, money plays, bombs, and more. I have all the best content available at the cheapest prices available anywhere. Sign up today for as little as $9.95. Click the link in the description. I also pinned it in the comments. Let's win more games and dominate together, boys. So you guys can see we just snapped the ball here, and like the whip is going to beat man, but because I put the receiver on a flat, it would beat zone 2. And the reason for that is if they had a flat zone, the flat is just going to pull it out. Similarly to how we broke down the wheel to the running back flat receiver combo, same thing. If we were in zone and there's a flat defender, he's going to have to go guard the slot. The tight end, he breaks in first, so the flat defender would go to the slot. He'd be wide open. As you guys see here, there are other options, though. Like, let's say that someone tries to user your whip. That's fine. We have posts over the middle. These could be one-play touchdowns. So, right off the bat, you guys can see two very easy plays that you can quick snap. This formation is really good. I highly recommend checking it out. Okay, coming in at number 2 on the list is the Chargers. The Chargers has a lot of high-powered passing formations from shotgun. I'm really liking the gun bunt strong offset. I made a video recently breaking down why so many pros are running it, but the Chargers has a very good one. The Chargers has a play action pass, which is, very helpful for guys that want to run a lot of the A-gaps at you. They have a duo, which is a very good run, but I would say the most important plays they have is going to be flood and dagger. Flood and dagger are basically the basis of, I would say, 90% of pros' offenses right now. On top of that, you have corner strike. Now, the reason why a lot of the people that run this playbook love it so much is it's quite more than the bunt strong offset. The bunch X nasty, very good. One of the best, if not the best formations in the game right now. And this one is very high powered because it has the auto motion plays. It has the motion RPO zone alert, cross post, motion Y corner under. On top of that, though, it has other good plays as well. You'll see like plays with corners and all sorts of corners right here. But then it also has a play with another whip route. I've broken down how good whips are. Well, here's a play again with a whip route to the tight end. Again, you're just not typically going to find whip routes to tight ends. So, that's just an extremely unique play. The tray offset is solid. It's not amazing. It does have an RPO. I'm not huge on it. I would honestly say, believe it or not, the best plays in this formation are actually just going to be stick because it gives you a running back angle route and a level sail. Not huge on the other plays. But I want to break down some of the more under-the-radar plays out of this playbook. You guys should know by now about flood and dagger. Very, very good, right? But this bunch X nasty also has some dots, specifically this whip double spot. So, as I've said this multiple times, you really need to find plays that have whip routes on this game because you just can't hot route them anymore, right? So, anytime you find one, that's going to be a money play. Now, if this formation, the bunch X nasty, you really want to have the bunch side on the wide side of the field. Again, gives you more space to work with. Now, just a very easy setup that I really like out of this play is to flat the outside receiver. Go ahead, put the slot on a slant, and then go ahead and streak your slot receiver. Your inside receiver, in this case, that'd be Palmer. What this does is it kind of gives you a two-way read. You can look at the flats first. So I want you guys to see how this route combo works. You're really looking at the flats first, sure, to make sure they're guarded. But really, more than anything, what you're doing is you're looking over the middle of the field because, you have a flat that's on each side going to pull out the flat zones. And on one side, we have a whip. The other side, we have a slant. And that really puts the user in conflict because, let's check this out. The flat zones on each side are pulling the flats, as you guys can see, okay? So what is the user going to do, right? Because the seam streak also backs, the zones up a little bit. What are you going to do? Are you going to go run with this whip because the whip's going to be wide open, or are you going to stay over the middle to guard the slant? Because if you go guard the whip, I'll just throw the slant, right? It's pretty easy. However, if you stay over the middle field to help on the slant, then I'm just going to throw this whip every single time. You guys can see what I'm saying. That's a very easy read. Now, let's not forget, again, you do have the flats, you do have the seams, so they can't really just, ignore that because, if they were to just basically try to, like, creep underneath and not do much, look, I can just fire this in here. That's an easy throw, easy catch on this year's game. The seams are really, really good. You can't really just blitz this play either, guys. I mean, I could just easily block the running back, and now, I have time. Just think about it. There are man beaters on this play. As you've seen, whip kills man, a slant kills man. So, if you think that they're going to blitz, simply block the running back, and now you have plenty of time. You mix this play in with the auto motion plays, especially the motion cross post. That gives you the auto motion fade with, seam streaks, posts, drags. This formation is an absolute nightmare. Coming in at number 1 on the list is the Lions. The Lions, in my opinion, is the best playbook in the game right now because it has the best 2-formation combo in the game with the gun, trip side and flex, which I believe is the best formation in the game, with the gun, bunch, X nasty. Now, there's other playbooks that are close, like the Eagles. The Eagles also has trip side and flex and bunch X nasty. The difference is with their bunch X nasty, they don't have these auto motion plays, motion cross post, zone RPO alert, or whatever, corner under. They don't have them. But they do have another formation, the Eagles playbook, that's very unique. It's a close formation. It's very good. So Eagles could be right there. Raiders also has trips, tight, and flex. It does not have the auto motion bunch X nasty plays. It just has regular gun bunch that actually has auto motion in there. So again, Raiders playbook is also very good. But the reason why this formation and this playbook Lions is just up there so high is, guys, motion wide post is basically, just the best play in the game, hands down. You also have other good plays. You have a lot of good plays. You're looking at this, you have angle routes, you have whip routes, you have corner routes, you have crossing routes, tight end has the running back wheel route out of the backfield. I actually broke down that play very recently, showing you guys how Fancy recently used it to win a belt. This formation is loaded, but the biggest thing you need to know about this formation in general is just you cannot blitz it, you cannot play man. First of all, if I think you're blitzing me in man coverage, you guys could see this alignment shows it right away. You see 3 people lined up over your receivers on the trip side. You know that's man. So right now, I could just simply snap the ball and, just go quick to the running back in the flat, right? It's very, very easy. But, if I want to give myself time, this is a perfect play to do so. I can just block the running back, and now we have the auto motion fade. Again, this just makes playing man very challenging because if you're going to play man against this auto motion fade, you are basically going to be in a situation where I can't really quick pass this here because they didn't press. But if you press, that's giving it open every time. If you don't press, this is what happens. The middle of the field is wide open because the return route and post are going to beat man every single time. Every single time. And, there's nothing much you can do about it. So right off the bat, you guys can see man-to-man, blitzes, all that, this play, it just does not allow them. You can't man-to-man blitz this formation. The problem with it is you can't really, successfully play zone either. If we get into even the best formations with the best coverages, like dime 3-2, it literally doesn't matter. Bread and butter setup right here, slant the inside receiver, come to the line, snap the ball, and you guys can just see here, there's just way too much going on. This play could literally be ran like 50 different ways, but just some very simple ones. You guys can see man-to-man, easy, attacking it with auto motion, just the alignment, and then over the middle. Zone, let's take a look here. We make you go to the flat, and by doing that, again, we're spreading you out horizontally. Now the middle of the field is open, and as a user, you're pretty much screwed here because you have 3 good routes over the middle of the field. You have the slant right away that works with the post. Again, the slant's going to be wide open because the flat is going to have to, be spread out. And if you don't have a flat there, I'll just throw it to the running back every time, right? Now, if you do, the post slant combo, wide open. Remember, you can only guard one with your user. You can't guard both. Let's say that just somehow they muddied up the middle of the field. Well, guess what? Now you have the return route, which breaks first out, then back over the middle of the field. Perfect spacing here. This is the best zone beating play, and like I said, best overall play in the game. This play is extremely difficult to stick switch because if someone's getting too happy, guess what? The guy that you put on the slant, you just streak him. And now, if you catch someone trying to switch stick to stop, your routes over the middle of the field, guess what? They're going to give up a free touchdown right down the middle to that streak. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, it's your boy Duke, and I'm out of here.